Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Um, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. Real quickly, you guys, I just got done watching this kid's channel, and his name is Vex. I've been following him ever since he made a YouTube channel. And he just put up a video about suing Suboxone Company or something like that. And I just wanted to quickly just make this video because I wanted to share something with you guys. Like, suing a Suboxone company isn't going to make your situation any better. You know, tapering off of medically assisted treatment, it can be difficult, but as long as you have a good doctor and you follow a taper program, you can taper off Suboxone with legitimately barely any withdrawal. You just have to be dedicated to doing it, and you have to put in the work. You know, being on medically assisted treatment, you guys, is not the cure to addiction. There is no cure for addiction. The only thing that we can do is treat our disease with therapy, sometimes medication, meetings, reaching out to other addicts and alcoholics, fellowship, giving back, God, religion. But it's a connection, you guys. It's a connection. All right? The difference between addiction and recovery, the difference between addiction, the opposite of addiction is connection. Okay? When we're in our active addiction, we isolate, we blame the world, we don't take responsibility. It's those Suboxone doctors' fault. It's that doctor's fault who put me on pain pills 12 years ago when I had my wisdom teeth taken out. You guys, it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. You know, it's time to take responsibility. I could blame the doctor who first prescribed me Percocet when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. My mom will tell you guys the story. I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I was 17 years old. I took Percocet. It was the most amazing feeling I've ever felt in my whole entire life. And I was hooked from that day. I knew I wanted those pills every time I could get them. And I took the whole bottle. I have to take responsibility for me, okay? And if you're ready to get off medically assisted treatment, then you can get off of medically assisted treatment. Just taper off. You're going to go through some discomfort. There's no easy way out, you guys. There's no, hey, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, you've got to take responsibility, take accountability, okay? I really feel for this kid because he can do it. He's just not giving himself enough credit. It's like, all you have to do is just jump off. If you have to, check yourself into a hospital and taper off. If your dad has all that money to go around suing folks, then have them put you in a treatment center. Have them put you into detox. It's just really unfortunate because it's like, we have to stop blaming people for our addictions, you guys. Like, we have to take responsibility because what's happening is when you're trying to blame, you're not taking responsibility, and that's not good for you. You're never going to recover. You're never going to get better because you're always trying to find somewhere to shift that blame to. You know? I know, Captain, and I've been following him for a long time, and I think he's a really sweet kid, and he's super nice. But it's like, Vex, come on, man. You can get off of medically assisted treatment. Just get down low and jump off. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be uncomfortable. You're not gonna feel good, but you can do it. And that's the thing, you guys. It's like, I don't understand what y'all were doing whenever you were in active addiction, but I was always going through withdrawal. It sucked. I was always fucking dope sick. But you know what? I handled it. I handled it. I went out and I got fucking more dope, I don't understand what society has come to today, where like a little bit of discomfort and people, it's like, just handle it. Just handle it. You can do it. Stop doing this to yourself. Just taper off and jump. Leave it behind. Don't ever look back. You know, you can do this. Stop selling yourself short. You know, I'm going to taper, you guys, and I'm going to fucking never look back. I'm going to jump off and y'all are going to see me. I might be sick as hell, right? I might be sick as hell. I might be in the bed for a week. I don't give a damn. But it's like, you guys, you do the dope, you pay the price, okay? You shoot heroin, you're going to answer to the dope man. You're going to answer to the withdrawal, all right? It's like, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think you were going to get on dope and you were never going to have to pay the price? Did you think you was going to go out and, you know, smoke and shoot heroin and nothing ever was going to happen bad? You know, it's like, do we live in a fantasy land here? I mean, it's so strange to me. How, I don't even see how that even makes sense. Oh, I've been stuck on Suboxone for 11 years now, so I'm going to sue the Suboxone companies because I can't get off Suboxone. No, you can get off of it. You just have to taper. That's all you have to do. I've done the same thing. I've never tapered off Suboxone, but I've jumped cold turkey off of methadone. Okay, off of over 100 milligrams a day. And I was sick, you guys, but I did it. I did it. You know, we all can do this. You know, it's just like, stop selling yourself short. You can do this, okay? And if you don't... Yeah, Jason, it's like sometimes you got to stiffen up your upper lip, you guys. You got to pick up your big girl panties and go out there and get to work, you know. And here's the thing, you know, this guy, and if you guys know who his channel is, you can go over there and check out his channel. You'll see he has family support. He's got a good support system. He's got a dad who cares and loves about him. He's got an old lady who loves and cares about him. Like, he's got a good support system. It's like, man, don't do this. Just get out there and do it, man. Just taper off and never look back. It's just so... It makes me sad because here's the thing. I haven't had a bad experience with medically assisted treatment. Oh, hell. Hold on, guys. I haven't had a bad experience with Suboxone. And I don't blame anybody for me being on it. Like, I went in and I asked my doctors all the questions. That's my responsibility as a patient to ask my doctor questions about the medication. I have to do my due diligence, you know, and that's us taking responsibility, you guys. Like, I have to take responsibility and go in there and do my due diligence and ask the questions, you know. I can't blame the world for my problems. And when I see people like this who are struggling like this and they truly believe that it's everyone else's fault but their own. And that's that delusion, you know. That you can come out on the other side and see that you are responsible for you, okay? I'm responsible for the choices I've made, okay? Whether I was in active addiction or not, okay? Whether I was in my disease or not, I'm still responsible for that shit, okay? It doesn't make me immune to the rules or immune to the consequences, you know? It's a really unhealthy outlook to have where you're looking to blame somebody for something that you have done, okay? That's the first thing I had to learn when I got into recovery, you guys, that I'm responsible for me. And what I've done is I take responsibility for that. And I'm gonna pay the piper for that. You know, I really hope you guys who are on medically assisted treatment are talking to your doctors, are staying connected. You know, nobody is making you stay on Suboxone or methadone, okay? When you want to taper off, you can taper off, all right? You can do this. Stop making excuses. Stop selling yourself short. Stop, just stop making excuses, all right? Just do what you got to do, I know that it sucks to be uncomfortable, you guys. I know that withdrawal is not fun, okay? I'm not looking forward to it, okay? Hey, Tanny Lynn, I'm not looking forward to tapering, and to jumping off. But that's why I'm going on this taper so slow and low. That's why my doctor has me going down every 2 milligrams. Hey, girl, no, I haven't, actually. That's why my doctor has me going down, you guys, 2 milligrams at a time every 3 months. So that way my body will stabilize. That's how often I have to go in for my checkup and everything. Oh, okay, well, let me fill you in and I'll let you know what has been happening. So, I talked to Dr. B about that, what was it, last Friday? And I actually have an appointment with my doctor on August 15th to go in and kind of get everything redone and reevaluated. And I'll tell you what I'm also doing. Yes, I do. And I cannot wait to get it taken care of, because I'm going to tell you something right now. I think a lot of the feelings and the symptoms I'm having, like lack of motivation, lethargy, being like really tired. Sometimes I'll feel like I just have like the flu sometimes. My stomach, like my gut just being fucked up. I think that a lot of that has to do with having hepatitis C. And so, yes, ma'am. I'm going, like I said, August 15th. Y'all will hear all about it because I got that appointment, and I have my appointment to go down on my Suboxone in August. But you guys, I just want you guys to understand something. Like, anytime you feel like you're ready and you want to start a taper, you can do that. You're in charge of your treatment, okay? It does. And I read about it. Bethany! I've been so worried about you. I saw you on Instagram. Your pictures, I was looking at them the other day. You look so pretty, but I haven't heard from you in a while. I'm going to text you when I get off here, okay? You guys, I just want y'all to know that, like, you are in charge of your treatment plan, okay? I can't tell you how long it is for you to be on medically assisted treatment. The only thing I can do is encourage you guys. Happy 3 years, Captain. I love you. You know what? I haven't noticed it affecting my hepatitis C. And no, it hasn't affected my liver. Not that I know of, but I'm sure it probably can. I haven't had any extra like liver problems because of it though. But I'm sure if I was like in active addiction and still like doing dope and everything and shooting up, that was really, really hard on me and hard on my liver and stuff. But since I've been on it, my Hep C levels have gotten better, but they're still not good enough. My Hep C still hasn't gone away. Now, let me share something with you guys really fast. My husband actually just got done getting his checked, and his body is healing itself from the hepatitis C. Some people's bodies will do that. Can you believe that? Miracles. Miracles. I'm like, what? So I just want you guys to know, like, if you're on medically assisted treatment, like, you're in charge of your treatment, okay? And if you feel like you're ready to taper, you go in and you talk to your doctor and you say, hey, doc, I'm ready to taper, okay? If you have a shitty doctor who's treating you like shit and bossing you around and just cussing you out and treating you badly, you don't have to go to that doctor anymore. You can leave and go to find a different doctor, okay? I'm serious, you guys, and I just want to encourage anybody out there who's on medically assisted treatment, like, if you're ready to taper, do it. Do it. Don't get discouraged. Don't be afraid, okay? I'm doing it. We can do it together, all right? We can do it together. And you know what? If you're on medically assisted treatment and you're happy where you're at and you feel good and you feel confident and you're happy in your sobriety and you want to stay on that medication, that's okay too, you guys. That's your body. That's your prerogative, What if they tell you they think they know better? And what's best for me? So, Bethany, I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? So, after about 2 years of being on Suboxone, I went into my clinic and I was like, I think I want to taper, right? And my doctor was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I want to do it. Well, at that time, I had a lot of things going on in my life. I was still dealing with like some legal stuff. My job was not permanent. And I was just having some overall like life stressors. And my doctor was like, we can start a taper, but I don't think it's best. I think you should stay where you're at. And I went home and I thought about it and I was like, and he gave me reasons why, your legal problems, this situation, that situation, this situation, these are stressors. And I don't want you to go down on your dose and relapse, right? And so he gave me those reasons why. And then I looked at it from his point of view and I was like, you know what? He's right. Because I am in a hard time and I am having stressors in my life, and that's the thing. Like my doctor, he knows about what I talk to them about everything. I'm very, very open with my doctor. And that's where it's our job to be like that. We have to open up and be transparent and let our doctors know where we're at. Let your doctor know, hey, I can't pay my rent. I'm not working a job. I'm struggling with cravings. Like all these things I talk to my doctor about. If my doctor didn't think I was in a good place to start tapering, I wouldn't have started tapering. But I haven't been having cravings. I haven't been struggling with like wanting to go out and get high. And I've felt like I've wanted to taper for a while now. So I finally started, And I feel like amazing, you guys. The fact that I've went from 12 milligrams to 8 milligrams, which is a 4 milligram jump, I went down 2 milligrams at a time. I think that's great. I feel so accomplished because of that. And each milligram I go down, I feel more accomplished, Do I know it's going to suck? Yes. Am I going to feel a little bit of discomfort? Yes. But I'm going to handle it. And that's what I think we have to suit up and be ready to go, Now, if you're struggling to the point where you want to relapse and go out and get high, then, maybe it's not a good idea for you to get off, right? But it's really important, you guys, for you just take your time. And I hope that, if you've been on it for a long, long time, over 10 years, and you want to get off and you're struggling to the point where you can't do it on your own at your house, why wouldn't you check into detox? Go into a medical detox center and be in there where they hold you there for a week and help you through your detox and give you medication to make you comfortable. There are detox places out there that will take you in and keep you for like a week or week and a half if you need to, But I know that if you wanted to get off of medically assisted treatment, you can do it. You just got to do it. And like I said, go to the doctor, go into a detox and stay there for a week. Don't go in until you're in withdrawal, 3 days into withdrawal, and go in and stay for a week and get that shit taken care of and get it over and done with. But like I said, suing the Suboxone company is not going to make anything any better, okay? And honestly, like, I don't know how you can do that whenever I'm sure whatever doctor was prescribing it to you will have some kind of like thing you signed, saying that you know what you're doing and you're of sound mind. I mean, all those doctors have us sign stuff when we go into the Suboxone clinic, And so, I don't know. It just, when I saw that video, I just thought, I like Vex a lot. I just really feel for him right now because he can get off Suboxone. He just has to do it. And if it's that bad to him and he hates it that much, then get mad at the medication and jump off. Or is it because you feel like you need to get off because everybody's judging you? I think a lot. Okay, so Annie, there's this guy here on YouTube. If you want to link his channel, Captain, you can. There's this guy here on YouTube. He has a recovery channel. All of us are subscribed to his channel. And I'm not talking bad about him. Like, I don't think he's a bad person. I just think that it's unfortunate, Right. That's what I'm talking about. And you have to be ready to get off. And don't worry what everybody else thinks. Don't worry about people thinking, oh, so and so has been on it for this many years. Because that means you're not getting off because you're ready. You're getting off because everybody else is saying you need to get off, you know? You guys, your recovery is your recovery. It's super personal, right? And what all these other people think and what all these other people say, it doesn't matter. Your circumstances are special to your situation. Hey, Shay. And you have to do what's best for your life. You know, like I'm not living in your situation. Hey, Sandra, just like you're not living in my situation, you know. A lot of people judge me, you guys, for being on medically assisted treatment. They've been judging me for the last 4 years, but they're not living my life. You know, I used to worry so much about what people thought because I was on Suboxone. I used to think nobody will ever accept me. I'm not a part of the recovery community. I'm not good enough. My sobriety doesn't matter, right? But you know what? I learned that that's bullshit. And anyone who's taken the time to judge your recovery, they're not tending to their own recovery. If somebody's got time to point fingers at you, there's 3 fingers pointing back at them. Exactly. I had to start looking inward at myself and realizing the only reason I'm worried about all this is because people are judging me. The only reason I want to get off of my medication is because people are saying I'm supposed to be off of it by now, right? And they don't know that, they don't even know me. It's people from the internet, right? Exactly. And that's what it was. It was like I felt this need to fit in and to be validated and for people to say, oh, your sobriety is good, Nicole. You know what? Screw that. I've been on Suboxone for 4 years, but I work my damn ass off. I work my ass off on being a better person. I work my ass off on helping other people. I work my ass off on my recovery, on my insides. And that's, you guys, I'm telling you, like learning to take responsibility for the shit I did when I was in my active addiction and not, you know, point and blame and pass judgment on other people. That's just like, I'm done with it, right? But that's the thing. It's like, we can't shift blame onto the Suboxone companies. We can't shift blame onto Big Pharma. Okay? I understand that a lot of people, like, you know, are upset with the government and Big Pharma, right? I understand that. But no matter what, whether Big Pharma was there or not, right? A lot of the things that we would have done them anyway, you know? A lot of us were addicted to heroin and methamphetamine and crack cocaine, and Big Pharma had nothing to do with that, you know? And that's the thing, like, I understand that that's a resentment, though, you guys. Having that resentment towards Big Pharma and harboring that hatred in your heart, it's only keeping you sick. It's only pulling you down. You know what I'm saying? Instead of blaming Big Pharma, take responsibility for what you did. Take responsibility for your disease, okay? Because the disease of addiction, it's inside of us before we ever pick up a drink or a drug, okay? We don't even know we have it. It's kind of like an allergy, okay? So say you're allergic to peanuts, okay? Little peanuts are in this little candy right here. Say you're allergic to peanuts and you start eating the little candies, they got little peanuts in them. My throat starts swelling up, right? I didn't know I was allergic to peanuts. It's the same way with drug addiction. You know, alcoholism. You take a drink of alcohol. You take a drug. You have allergic reaction to it. Your body doesn't process it the same way a person who doesn't have the disease of addiction. Your body says, I want more and more and more. A normal person's body says, get that shit away from me. I don't like feeling like that. I don't want to be out of control. You know what I mean? I just hate to see someone go out and waste all their effort and money on trying to sue some big pharmaceutical company when all they have to do is get down and work. You know, if you're ready to be off, go pay to go into detox. All that money you're going to pay on a lawyer, take that money and put it towards your detox. Go into detox, get completely detoxed off of Suboxone. Then don't leave that place until you're in a 6-month treatment program. Go into that treatment program and get therapy. Okay? Learn how to live your life without drugs and alcohol. Okay? Learn new healthy habits. Learn new healthy hobbies. And come out after 6 months a new rejuvenated person. And then once you get out after 6 months, don't stop there. Get your ass straight into the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous or Alcoholics Anonymous and get yourself a sponsor and start getting connected to your higher power and learn about your disease. You know, it's not hard, you guys. It's just we make it more difficult. We make it hard on ourselves, you know, and I'm telling you right now, the hardest thing for me to do was to take responsibility and to look at myself in the mirror and realize, damn, I fucked up my own life. You know, that's a hard pill to swallow. No pun intended. That is a hard pill to swallow. Funny how even us addicts, we can push certain drugs away. So many my body knows to push, but others, I'm in an obsession. We learned this through trial and error. Yeah. It's just like, you know, I know how it feels, you guys. I know how hard it is to like realize, like, damn, fuck, it's been how many years? I was in active addiction for over 12 years. I lost 12 years of my life to just fucking around, doing stupid shit, fucking my life up, okay? When I finally realized, damn, Nicole, you were a piece of shit, because I was a piece of shit. I was a bad person. I was committing crimes. I was careless. I didn't give a damn, but nobody about anybody but myself. I was selfish. I was self-seeking. All I cared about was me and how I felt and how I could get those drugs to make me feel the way I wanted to feel. Okay? When you can finally start taking responsibility and realizing that's what you were doing too, life is going to get so much better for you. And taking responsibility, you guys, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that it just means that you were sick and now you got to get better. And that in order to get better, these are the steps we have to take. Okay? Those are the steps we have to take. Anyways, I just got inspired because I wanted to come on here and talk about this because I know how it is. But that's the thing. It means you are ready. Exactly. And this is your fire sign to tell when somebody's struggling, because if you take responsibility, maybe you're not ready. You know, if you can't see the error of your ways, I will pray that you see it one day. I will pray that you come to that willingness to change, you know, because that's all it is. That's all it is. You know, it's nobody's fault, you guys. It's nobody's fault. We have to take responsibility. You know, sure, you know why we want to blame people? Because it's easier. It's easier to blame your doctor. It's easier to blame Big Pharma. It's easier to blame the government. It's easier to blame anybody else but you. It's easier for me to blame everybody except for take responsibility, because then I have to look at me. Then I got to look inside of me. It's hard. It's hard when you got to look at yourself because it's not fun. It's not fun. Believe me, I know. I had to go through it. I'm still going through it. I still look inside of myself and I realize, damn, I got such a long way to go. Such a long way to go. And I haven't done one of these like, hey, I'm spitting some truth to y'all in a long time on one of my videos. I've been holding back for a little bit because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Right? I don't want to hurt y'all's feelings, but that's what it is. You know, it's like, the truth is we got to take responsibility. You know, the truth is It's going to suck when I come off Suboxone. I'm probably not going to feel well, but you know what? I'm going to learn. It's going to be experience, and I'm going to come out better than I was when I was there. Okay? And I'm going to learn from it. And we're going to learn from it together. You know? So, anyways, I love you guys. And like I said, I love Vex too. I really want him to come through this and get off of his medication if he wants to, if that's what he wants, and be happy and be thriving in his recovery. So, you know, go over there and show him some love and some encouragement. Just let him know you're praying for him, because you guys, we all know what it's like. We all know what it's like when we feel like our backs are against the wall, and we feel that like the blame game. We all have done it. I've done it. You've done it. We've all been there, you know? So, anyways, I love you guys. And like I said, I love Vex. And I really, this is not me like being mean or making a hate video or anything like that. You know, responsibility is difficult. It really is hard. And it's hard to look at ourselves. And I know how uncomfortable it can be. But I know you can do it. I know you can do it. All right, guys. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.